Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome, my name is Delumiaa. Today we're having a look at how to gear up crazy fast on your alts in Season 2 of The War Within. And the thing here is that this can apply even after level 80, but if you're leveling still, when you're getting closer to level 80, around 78, somewhere around that, I want you to go to Dorn and start by doing this part. So the first thing you want to do is to go to Dornegal, where you want to go and speak to Rufus. When you're talking to Rufus, what you want to do is to accept the quest Sparks of War, and this one will be in different zones every week. This week it was in the Ringing Deeps, and for completing this one you get 1000 bloody tokens, 500 honor and 50 conquest, and it's super easy to do. I'm gonna show you how. But first off, you need to make sure that you have war mode turned on. Then you can go and have a look at your world map, and you can find quests like this one, PvP quests, world quest. This one gives you 500 bloody tokens. And on top of that, for completing any world quest to catch up on bloody tokens, you get 100 bloody tokens for each and every world quest that you complete. So the catch up is really fast. So start doing the world quests, and including the PvP world quests, you get honor and bloody tokens. Then now we go back to the Sparks of War quest. We go to the Ringing Deeps. Here we can kill rare mobs, which will give us Sparks of War. We can also, when we fly around, have a look on the ground for these glowing things, the disturbed dirt or whatever, it's disturbed earth, I think it's called now. They will also grant you Sparks of War. And then of course, for every world quest you complete, you do get Sparks of War as well. So completing that is super fast. And then we have another thing, it's to win one battleground. Once you do win a battleground, you do get a quest item called Artistan's Consortium Pamphlet. And once you have that item, you do go to Dornegal, you speak to Hortarn, and he will grant you 9 prized gladiators heraldry. And with this item, if you do have rings from previous season or next or whatever, you can recraft those items and get new ones with just upgrading the item that you have. Or you can craft new ones, and with 9 of these, you can actually go over to the crafting area. And the neck is 3 of them, and the ring is 3. So you can get 2 rings and 1 neck by just completing one battleground and winning that one. Once you hit level 80 in Dorn, we do begin with picking up the quest for our Spark by the Catalyst. We go to the area where you upgrade gear and pick up the quest from Vaskarn. Then I did have a look in my warband bank for any warband gear that I had been getting on my other characters. Then I went to the Foundation Hall in Dorn, and in here you should find the Renown or Quartermaster for Dorn and Ringing Deeps, assuming you have a main since before. Here we accept all the quests, and this should give you a good start on quests and Valor Stones as well. Then I went to Hallowfall, Merildar, and to the Quartermaster to do the same thing. Next I went on to Ashkahet to do the exact same thing to the Quartermaster at Weaver's Lair. Then we went to Undermine to do the same thing at the Incontinental Hotel. When you are here, you can also speak to Pax next to the Quartermaster to skip to the end of the campaign and pick up the quest to kill Gallywix, and you can do that super easy on story mode by just speaking to Pax again and choose to do story mode Gallywix. And this will give you a quest to craft an item to item level 658, and I chose to make a weapon later on with this. And now if you do have enough renown in Undermine, you can also get some really good item level feet and also champion track hands. After that, if you did the Spark of War quest when leveling, you can come here to Dorn and get some really sweet gear. This gear can also be turned into tier pieces. And now now we should have a really good start and a good amount of valor stones and crests. What I did after that is that I went over to the enchanters area and I bought the withered undermine crest, and I got 4 of them, and that will allow you to craft item level 629 gear with your decided stats and even embellishments if you want to. And those pieces are super cheap to make. And then we head over to the crafting area, try to look for the blue pieces of gear, and that's the gear that you want to put the crest into and make it 629. And if you can't make it yourself, I highly recommend asking in trade to make sure that you get the max quality for item level. Being done with all of that, we went back to the foundation hall in Dorne and we got the quest to go to Siren Isle to get the ring. And if you do kill rares and do the quest, it took me around 20 minutes or so to get the upgrades for the ring. When you are in Siren Isle, you can also get some good gear to start off with if you're missing some pieces from the guy just behind the guy that gave you the ring. Once we're done with the ring, I went to Dorne and back to Vaskern to turn in the quest to get more valor stones and crests. When I was here, I also decided to upgrade some of the pieces that I knew was going to be good for me, but make sure that you do save enough valor stones to put together the sparks. And if you're crafting a 200 weapon, you need 2 sparks, and to do that you need 500 valor stones in total. I then jumped over to the catalyst, since with the gear that I had now, I knew that I could get at least 2 tier pieces to start off with. Then I moved to Undermine to do Gallowix on story mode to get my crest. And then I could go and get my 658 item level weapon crafted. Once I was done with all of these steps, I ended up with an item level of 637, and I could still upgrade some gear if I wanted to and end up at around 640. And all of the steps that I did after level 80, I did in under 2 hours, and it cost me under 10k gold for all the crafting included. I really hope that you found this guide somewhat helpful, and if you did and want more content like this and more guides, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a good one. Peace.
One macro a day to improve your gameplay. One macro a day to improve your gameplay. Fingers dancing on the